Hi guys, welcome back. If you have completed your SAP training, so I will take the example of finance, but it is applicable on all modules. You don't have any experience. When I'm saying experience means you don't have any SAP consulting experience. Maybe you have some domain experience and after that you have completed the training and right now you are frustrated that you are not getting the calls. As you know that to start SAP consulting career, you must have some SAP experience, particularly the SAP consulting experience, because every company they are looking that some to hire someone who have already completed some projects. So in this case, if no one is going to hire freshers, again I'm saying fresher means you don't have any consulting experience, then how you will start the career? So that is a big question. In this way, certain things you may adopt. It is going to help you for your journey in the consulting career. So I have added here a couple of job profiles. These are not exactly the consulting profiles. When I'm saying consulting, I'm expecting that you must be thinking that I will start working on implementation projects. So initially, when companies are going to hire any consultants, particularly if you don't have any implementation experience, then immediately they will not give you the implementation project. It is obvious that you need some time to learn the things as you have only completed the training, but you need a job. So in this case, this particular approach, maybe it is going to help you. So let's start our discussion. Let me show you a couple of job postings which are recently there in the job site. So it is going to help you to understand what I'm trying to say here. So let me take the first profile. This one is training consultant. Of course, this is not a, you can say that this type of openings will be less, but some companies, they are hiring the training consultant. Mostly you will find CMM3, CMM4, these companies used to hire the training consultants. CMM5 companies normally don't hire training consultants, but sometimes they also used to hire training consultant. Recently, 2 days before, I have seen that openings from Deloitte, they are hiring the training consultant. This is not from Deloitte. This is a different company, CMM4 company. And you can, if you go to this job profile, like it's not for any experienced consultant. So they're not looking any experienced consultant here. They're looking someone who completed the training, the SAP FICO training, and certain things what they are expecting here. See, when we are going to hire a consultant, what we are expecting? We are expecting that with certain KT, that person is going to handle the project, or in this case, what we are expecting that person should work under one principal consultant. It is expected that they are just going to give the KT knowledge transfer they will do related to that project, but at least you must have a good understanding on all areas which you have already learned. So that is why it is training consulting or training consultant. But what we are expecting during your training, you must have completed a couple of projects during your training. When I'm saying projects, people used to add fake experience. So we are not talking about the fake experience. No one is expecting that you will add fake experience in your profile, and it is very risky, and in background also it will be easily caught. So that's why adding any fake experience without knowing anything, it is not going to solve your problem. Rather, when you are learning during your training, during your preparation time, so that time you configure each and everything in the system, right? And when you are configuring, I'm getting a lot of comments that we have completed the training, but we have not completed any project. So how it is possible without knowing a business process, how you have configured the things in the system, how you tested the things, right? So that's why a business blueprint has to be there when you are preparing yourself, and on the basis of that you have configured each and everything. Not only you have configured, you have also tested each and every business process. If you'll go to the next PPT, you will find that good knowledge on basic, it's a training consulting job, so basic areas required like GL, AR, AP, end user scenarios. So you have executed all the areas. For example, like you are saying that I know the bank reconciliation. So when you are saying that I know the bank reconciliation, next question, like have you uploaded any bank statement? So if you have uploaded the bank statement, all the statements are posted in the system, or any failed items are there. Have you checked the FEVAN? In FEVAN, what type of errors you have experienced? So once someone is actually will do all these things, then only that person can easily explain, yeah, I was doing this during this testing, I come across these errors, and this is how I faced this issue, or I took help of my mentor and I resolved these issues. So each and everything you can easily answer in your interview, and that is what we are expecting, because what we want, someone really completed their hands-on. just having, without knowing anything, you did some configurations, and it is not going to help you. Because I don't understand when people are saying that we did the configuration, but we don't know what is project. So without project, how you did the configuration, right? So you can see here one company code I have taken for demonstration purpose. It is not any SAP delivered company code. It is my live project. It is my live demonstration or live batch demonstration details. Now here, when someone is going to explain any business process, they must have configured everything, and that should be end to end. Very often you must heard the word end to end. So what is the meaning of end to end? End to end means everything, each and everything, it is configured. So it is not only finance. You have configured finance, you have configured controlling, you have configured COPA, you have configured all the logistic related activities, you have completed the procurement related things, you must have completed the sales, everything you have configured. You can see each and every business process is configured here. It's not business process, it is organization structure, but it is the base. On the basis of only you are going to proceed further. Next question, if I am the finance consultant or if I am the FICO consultant, I will do the configuration related to logistic. It is not my area. It will be handled by the logistic people. Agreed. It will be handled by the logistic people in the project. But when you are saying that I have exposure end to end, I have configured everything in the system, and when you are saying that I have not configured the logistic, it is obvious that certain business process will not work. If you have not completed the logistic part, then how you have experienced the FIMM integration? Have you configured the FIMM integration, or have you executed the P2P cycle? So it is not possible, right? So that's why each and everything you have to configure at least during the learning phase. Do some sample configurations from the logistic. When I'm saying logistic, it includes MM, it includes SD, it includes production, right? So without doing all this configuration, your entire process is not going to work. That is what companies are looking, end-to-end implementation. That means from starting till delivery, everything should you have completed or you have configured, right? So that is what it is expected. So configuration point of view, you can see that it is the standard configuration you should have, and it's a very basic profile because it's a training consulting job. So if you know all these configurations, you have practically did all this in the system, you have completed your UATs, everything you have completed from your end, then maybe this job is suitable for you. Comparatively, this, like, as it is a training consulting job, your salary will be less. But when your salary, I'm saying it is less, definitely this salary will be higher than your existing salary. So if right now you are working as somewhere as an end user, or you are working as an accountant anywhere, so whatever the salary right now you are getting, even if you are going to join this training consulting job, definitely this training consulting job salary will be higher than your existing salary, because consulting profile means you are preparing for associate consultant job. So associate consultant job salary is much more than, almost you can say more than double your existing salary. So for 6 months, 8 months, or 1 year, if you are going to, I don't think 1 year is required, 6 months, if you are going to join somewhere as a training consultant, then it is absolutely fine, so that you can start your consulting career easily, instead of showing some fake experience. Then after that in interview will face the problem, because what the interviewer is going to think, that person, because when you are showing that I have completed 3 projects without knowing anything, the interviewer will think that actually you have worked on this project. Then they are going to ask a lot of questions from the project which you don't know actually, because you never work on those areas. So it will create very embarrassing situation for you, and second thing, rejection chances will be high. And if somehow if you got the job, then during background verification it is going to create another problem. So that is another issue you are going to face. So don't do that. Instead of that, you go for a strong learning phase, doing all the hands-on, doing projects and all. It is going to help you. Now coming to the next profile, then this one is also very suitable one. This is again not consulting job, it is analyst job. Now what is the difference between a consulting and analyst? When you are a consultant for any company, that means you are going to do the system configurations. You are going to replicate your business process, different business process for that company. You are going to gather the information as per the Activate methodology. You are going to do all these configurations. So I'm not going to into that. As an analyst, you are not going to do the configuration, but you have equivalent knowledge related to the configuration. So some company is going to do all the configurations for that company. You are going to represent the customer side, but you have a very good understanding from the business process point of view, as you already have some domain experience. You learned the things properly. You have configured everything in the system during your preparation, during your practice. Now you can join somewhere as analyst. Right now, let's see what is the expectation here. here also you will exactly find the similar things. And most companies, after implementation, they used to hire this analyst or this junior consultant on support role. You can see here that providing L2, L3 support related to FICO, because after go live, when day-to-day operation will be started, or let's say it's a ongoing project, so that time initially you are there from the analyst point of view as a core team member, or you are there as a business, you are going to represent the business, then later you continued the, or you started working on support, or let's say after implementation, after go live, you join as a support consultant. So this is also absolutely good profile for 1 year. Maybe you can join as support consultant, and a lot of people, they are upgrading themselves from support consultant to senior consultant, and that is absolutely fine, even if here the salary will be better than your existing salary. So if you have a good understanding of all the tickets, you resolve various tickets. So what is ticket? Ticket is nothing but when you have configured a lot of things and you have tested, you have prepared the UITs, all these things, then you can easily manage the ticket. Now here people used to say that we have configured product costing, but we don't know what are the tickets are expected. It's very strange thing. If you have configured the product costing and when you have tested everything, so lot of issues are there, because product costing is not one area you just configured. Product costing means it is gathering of information, various modules. It will take the data from FI, it will take the data from CO, it will take data from MM, PP, multiple things combined together. You have calculated the cost, you have calculated the plant cost, you have calculated the actual cost, you did the variance analysis, then together you are going to say that I have completed product costing with materializer. And I'm sure during your learning phase, when you are configuring all these areas, you are going to get a lot of issues, because I know that when my participants, they are doing all this work, so they are getting a lot of issues. So continuously together we are resolving this issue. I'm guiding them how to all this, or what is the source. As a consultant, you should know what is the source, why this issue arise. So the exactly same thing you are going to do in your hands-on. So that's why when you are doing a configuration properly and when you are going to do the testing, so that time whatever the errors you are getting, so you just document those errors. You find out like why these errors happen, or why this issue happened, and important is how you resolve that issue, because maybe today you resolve somehow, maybe after 1 month you are going to forget it before interview. So that's why documentation is very, very easy, right? So if I'm going to show you one cost calculation execution, from here you can see that it is not just calculated in one go. If you'll say this is a product cost calculation, this is a plant cost calculation, and here you can see so many informations are there which is coming from other modules. This includes PP data, this includes MM data, this includes CO data, FI data. So all these things combined together, my cost is calculated. So when you have configured everything, you have integrated, and for this, what are the prerequisites? FI configuration should be there, CO configuration should be there, MM configuration should be there, PP configuration should be there. Again, this value we will transfer to COPA for profitability analysis point of view. So each and every business process is connected with each other, and this is what we are expecting when we are going to hire any junior consultant or any associate consultant. So it's not like just you completed one training somehow and you are going to get the job. Jobs are there. It's not like there is no job for freshers, but in right way you have to approach. So 2 profiles I have already shown to you. One is somewhere you can join as a training consultant, and another one you can join as a support consultant. And it is a very good profile to start your career, provided that if you have good knowledge on all the areas. Okay, so coming to the next job. This is again another job. Let's say the first 2 areas you are not getting. So for 6 months, there will be no harm if you are going to join this type of profiles. So this is again another from good companies. So it is not as a consulting job, but it is an analyst job, and that to particular procurement to payment. At least you can start your career here, right? Now what expected here? So here we are expecting, when someone is going to hire as a procurement payment consultant, analyst, you should know everything related to procurement. So most of the time when I'm getting the comments or people used to speak with me, they are saying that we know the accounts payable, we have vendor invoice through FB60. In real, we don't post FB60 entry, right? So that is non-PO related invoices, and very, very rare we are going to post that. Always your procurement will be initiated from the MM module, or what is, if it is FB60 entry will be posted, then what is the need of MM module? In real project or in real in company, always MM will be integrated with FI. So process will be initiated from MM module and the payment will be handled by the FI team. But when you are thinking from the broader point of view, or you are thinking from the implementation point of view, as you have learned the SAP configuration and FICO consulting training, so that time it is expected, because why they will hire you, because they will expect that as you have completed the training, so from the other candidate you are a better candidate, because each and everything you have configured. Right now they don't have a consulting position for you, so that's why you are the best choice for those profiles. Because at this moment maybe you are not into you are not going to involve in the consulting part, but for some time you can start your this type of profile. So here what it is expected: FIMM integration in detail, you have to learn it, and you have to configure in the system, you have to do the testing, you have to run a cycle completely. For example, if I'm going to take one vendor invoice, now let's take one vendor invoice. Already it's payment completed, so that's why it's showing in green color, but at least you will get the idea. Now this vendor invoice was not posted through a base 60. This invoice was initiated from the procurement module or MM module, and from finance it was payment done. So when you are doing the payment, of course APP part will be there, but as a procurement analyst, it's not like any MM job. If you'll see this requirement, you will find what is the job requirement here. So you can see here someone is with a finance specialization. You can see bachelor's degree with finance specialization. So if it is a procurement profile, then why finance is required? So it's not related to procurement, that is related to engineering or logistic people they are going to do. So it is expected this type of profile, you are going to handle both procurement part and as a finance part. So this type of openings, lot of openings are there in MNCs, and initially for a couple of months, maybe you can start your career with this type of jobs. Okay, so what we are expecting, or what should be your approach when you are going to learn the things? So it's not like just one FB60 entry you are going to post, rather you can see a complete process is involved here. So it's not like one thing we did. So everything is connected with each other. So we started from the purchase order, then after that GR, with reference to GR, any other activities. Here profit center and all, for my demonstration purpose I have included, but it is a different area. But so you can see each and everything is there. Then finally we got the vendor invoice in the logistic module, and with reference to that logistic module, with reference to that logistic invoice, this is my logistic invoice, and with reference to that we got here the respective accounting document. So this is my accounting document, and this accounting document is not directly posted by any user, it is automatically posted by system. So this is what it is expected here. So that is what I'm trying to say when you are learning. So don't think that you will get the consulting job. If you are lucky, maybe you will get it without, again I'm saying, without experience. If you have experience, that is no issue, you will definitely will get it. But if you don't have experience and you are thinking that I'm going to start my career in SAP, then in this way you can prepare yourself. So it's not like just one thing or a small thing you are going to learn and you will think that I will get a consulting job. So it is not that. You have to learn it properly. And second thing, you have to practice each and every area. Integration is very important, right? So that it is going to help you. So after 6 months, once you have the exposure, even same companies, they may upgrade you as a junior consultant. So this is how you can start your consulting career. So a couple of things I have added here. So I thought like I used to get this type of questions very frequently. So I thought like this is going to help you. If you have any doubt, any comments, feel free to add in the comments, or you can mail me also. Thank you.